So the couple of the things that we typically do in this is show the Excel integration. Maybe we export from a list page like the vendor master. We can go into the Dynamics AX tab and go to the field chooser and add a couple of new fields. Maybe insert a pivot table and pivot chart. What I'm going to spend my time on here is talking about one of the elements that we have configured for the bidirectional Excel capability. One of the common things is to go to a table like the customer table. Maybe what we want to do is have access to all of our customer masters and reclassify some of the customers into a different customer group. We can change that customer group code and then push that data back into AX directly. Of course, it uses all the inherits the identical services that would update that customer group field from the web form or the client form, inherit security and so forth. But one of the things that we did here is that if you come in and let's say change a couple of the customer group fields, as I mentioned, AX will validate this. You'll see the form flash where we've created a new worksheet in the Excel sheet here that says that everything went well. One of the things that we did was back in AX under the database log is that we've captured those changes. So if you sort by date here, then you'll get here those two records that we changed. You've got the previous value and the value that we just changed this to, and so forth, so that we have the proof point of our integration is better than anybody else's, because we don't just inherit the validation, the security, but we can also do database logs, whether it is done in Dynamics AX or in one of our Office products. One of the other things while we're here as well is the electronic signature has also been configured. This one is not active, but while you're on this form, you could just show them the electronic signature review. And this one is on the credit limit. So if you want to show electronic signature, one of the configured user-defined electronic signature parameters is the credit limit change, and on this one I changed from 400 to 500K credit limit, put in a comment, and so you can talk to electronic signatures as well as just the standard database audits. Okay, while we're on the Excel integration, one of the things that we can do that we've got configured on the VM, and of course from there you'd probably go into the sales cube and do a query on sales information, but associated with the Excel icon, if you do a right click on the Excel icon from the taskbar, we have a jump configured here for the GL transaction load. So in this, you can do a quick load of the GL transactions, go over to the Dynamics AX form and show them how you can load GL transactions directly into AX from an Excel spreadsheet. By the way, the point here is not just to show you that this is available here, but to also state that after this has processed, you'll see that it will then paint all of the GL transactions into this spreadsheet. So when you close the spreadsheet and you're asked whether you want to save the spreadsheet, please decline saving that. Do not save that, and then you'll be able to use this exact same spreadsheet at any time. So it's available here off of the jump on the Excel icon for that. So And there it is. So once we're done then, as I mentioned, you close it, do not save it, and it'll be ready for you the next time that you'd like to demo that. Okay. One of the other things that we've done is we've configured a collaboration workspace. In this case, it's on our high value projects queue, and if we go into the Shrike Retail is the customer name here, and you'll see that we've already configured a collaboration workspace. And so here we've got set up some documents. So if you wanted to encourage your customer or prospect to enter their documents here, either for their review, like in this case, a quotation. And by the way, this is the Word template for a quotation. So again, you can kind of kill two birds with one stone on that one. And then there's also team discussions and calendars and tasks and other activities that you can use this collaboration workspace for. So this is under Shrike Retail and under the high valued projects. And so Oak Company does not have a collaboration workspace. So if you wanted to add the new one and show them how quick and easy it is, you could do that right from this form. So again, collaboration workspaces. Now, one of the other areas of our productivity position is our employee self-service, the ability to generate a purchase requisition, and it is done from this catalog, the somewhat wordy office machine and their supplies and accessories. But if you click on here, we've got our product catalogs. We can look at the particular items from the catalog and select the items that we want to add here. We'll see the workflow banner come up. We've also configured the ability to do a punch out to our zones catalog. So go into zones, and monitors and hardware is sufficiently set up. We can grab an item like our friends from Planar Systems and check out of here, and everything is set up for the purchase requisition. By the way, the standard purchasing policy is configured here, where we can go in, and after this is approved, this will automatically convert to a purchase order, in this case a couple of purchase orders based upon vendor. Now on our employee self-service portal, we also have expense management configured. So we have got a small XML file to simulate the reconciliation from the credit cards. So if I wanted to go in and take a couple of these and go ahead and maybe add something specific, add a receipt as an attachment to the expense document here, you can go ahead and add those, go ahead and submit it, and once you've submitted the workflow, they will disappear from the reconciliation. So again, have a good checkpoint so you can just reset your data and you'll have those same three expense workflow items in there. Or again, in our C drive, we have the local disk C, and under demo files, there's a subdirectory credit card import file. It's this one for the USMF company, Sarah and Connie's sample credit card load. This is an XML file where you could refresh those same three transactions. Okay, so again, and by the way, if you wanted to configure the opening here for Welcome to the Contoso Marketplace, by the way, that is in the procurement and sourcing section, and it is under the procurement catalogs in the presentation section. So you can come in and then configure that for, instead of St. Contoso, it would be your prospect's name, of which you have the logo. So again, Hewlett-Packard Marketplace, and now when we go back to that form, it'll say welcome to the HP Marketplace. Okay. Enterprise search is configured in this VM. So if you wanted to just start off and do something generic where you typed in the word customer, and you will get then help topics, create a customer advance, or any of these other factors here, you're going to come up with a whole bunch of customer master records here that you could then search to, payment journals, customers, and so forth. So you could go ahead and do your search there. Now, one of the common things that people would use search for is looking for, maybe you're on the telephone with a customer and they know their PO number, they don't know your sales order number, so maybe just a quick check on their PO number 888999. And when you do the search on that, AX is going to find our sales order 753, and in the header for this, under the customer requisition, we have the customer requisition sales order number or purchase order number 888999. But you can also illustrate, and in fact, if you wanted to remove that we can also have substring search capabilities on attached documents, so that even if it weren't in the sales order header, it would pick up and find our 888999 from the attached documents. There is a more limited web crawl that you could configure, so that if you wanted to put in a unique number on the fly, run the crawl, and then be able to bring it up, that's available as well. But here's our out-of-the-box enterprise search example. Last and not least is the task recorder. So the new task recorder is configured. There's one nuance with this. I typically use the APQC method 4.4.1.2, which is creating a customer. And so one of the things that you need to make sure you do is to put in a module name and a profile there. And when you do so, if I came in and said that this is sales order instead of customer, which I can do, and then I go ahead and start this, it may come back with a message saying that you've already documented this, but then of course you go in and do your customer master creation, and pull in our codes. One thing that you will get an error on unless you configure is to get that sales tab group, even if it is not underlined. And then we can go back to our task recorder and make sure you're on the node, hit the document, and this will then create the document for that. So in the background, it's a good idea to have your own personal copy of Lifecycle Services. But then as we go back and stop recording, and then while you are on the node for that particular item, click your documents. We'll go back and start creating your Word document for the item. The directory for the Word document, as well as the video, is here in your C: task recorder. We'll see the date of our item here, and you can launch your recording from here and be able to show the web recording. Talk to the fact that from the task recorder you can then build the package, and that will create the XML file that is then loaded up into the lifecycle services, go into our business process modeler, and then show them the equivalent APQC function where once we've loaded our item into the business process modeler, we would then have our unique business process model that was just recently defined using the task recorder.